I commented on, and I commented on something. People could take something that I say the wrong way or something. And this is about what's going on with Barack Obama's birth certificate. Keep in mind, people have had questions about if he's a real American or not. There's all the stuff that says he is, there's stuff that says that he's not. Doesn't really matter now is the question. Probably not. But there's stuff, that we've heard, and to be honest, it's like, doesn't really matter. It's like, it does, but doesn't. There are things that Barack Obama said that he promised to also amend abortion. Constitution never did that. He lied about that. He lied about also a bill where it's supposed to not make funding from donors, political groups or donors, corporate interest groups from senators will make money off that. He lied about that. And this is the reason why so many politicians are making money, up to 10 times what they make in the House or Senate. So there's different takeaways, there's different things, and a lot of people are not, they look back at history and they're not happy with, he said he was supposed to do things that he never did, or misrepresented stuff. Anyways, let's take a look. Melanie King here, very smart woman. Like with everybody that I watch, there's stuff that I do agree with and don't agree with. She's very smart, very talented, and stuff. So,
says, what's going on with Obama's birth certificate? And when I began to watch it, I was absolutely shocked. Now, it may not come to as a surprise to some of you guys, but when the whole Obama scandal with his birth certificate and all that came out, I was not tuned in. I was not awake to all the things that were going on. There was just, Trump and his birther movement and it's racist and this, that, and the other. But
right.
I think it's time to take a look at some of these things that people said were, hoax or conspiracy theories, because this is absolutely wild. We're going to take a look at what he discovered and then dig a little bit more into this video.
Because I just saw some video online that said Obama's birth certificate is fake, and it's on the whitehouse.gov. Apparently you can download it, and so I did. I'm a professional designer, guys. I'm a professional designer. If you look behind me, look 3D printers and like wave format printers, all this stuff. Okay, I do this all the time. Like, I've done photo editings. This is insane. I am shook at the intensity. I got to show you this. So here we go.
That looks like
we're on. I just type in Obama certificate. Here, I'll just type it in, enter. Here you go. Obama certificate, long form PDF. This says
I got self-case
the White House
too.
Or the Obama White House archives.gov. This is the official .gov website. Okay, this is Obama's birth certificate.
When you do stuff like this, it does.
But what I'm about to show you is gonna blow your mind. I'm downloading it right now. We're downloading it. Let's bring it up in the files. I've done this a few times now at this point because I'm I can't even believe this is real. So, and let's open this up in Illustrator, okay? In Illustrator. And I'm thinking, okay, well, that's, it could be legit, except for, wait a second, there's bounding boxes on here. So you can delete the bounding boxes.
Hold on. We need to make this bigger because it's the way the angle is, it's showing too much of the bottom. And before we keep going, I want to let you guys know that I do have realmelanieking.com up. That is my merch shop where you can get a lot of cool different t-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs. I have some things that you will not be able to get anywhere else. Make sure you check out realmelanieking.com. The link will be below.
political side.
Wait a second. There's bounding boxes on here, so you can delete the bounding box.
But let's face facts. They got his gangster now. And Trump he ain't a politician. So.
And in Illustrator, and if you delete them, you can move the entire background document off of the page. And you can literally separate it, and you can see that this is the original document with the original text on it.
Yes.
This has been completely photo edited, and they put this ghosting effect on here.
That's
and
what
this
it
is
looks
like, I can't even believe this. And even the background's been edited because this pattern just repeats like it was on the page, but it like curls around. I don't know what that's about. That's weird. But all of this is separated. These are separate window boxes. This is from the White House's website. Look, I literally just downloaded this. And look, it's like crazier than that. Look, the entire document has separation components. Like, they're...
So, what he's saying is that they're supposed to have the original. When you have president or federal officials, stuff like that, you're supposed to have the original. You're not supposed to have different photo stuff. I can't think of the right technical wording. Somebody help me here. But you're not supposed to have it like graphed like that. Different, modern, not like watermark, but placed like that on each other. Copy paste. Pasted type way. It's supposed to have the full thing on there. The original. So this is what he's getting at.
Their date stamps are two tonal different colors. Like they can be moved separate. Like, I'm just blown away. I'm blown away at how terrible of a Photoshop job this is.
This absolutely blew my mind. I was in complete shock that they even have this up on. This is a White House document that is clearly fake. It is 100% fake. There is no reason or excuse or anything that they can say to justify why this is put together like this. I mean, it is. I'm so surprised. And now I was going through the comments, and let me show you what I found there. So then I pulled up images. People are putting different things in there. So in Columbia University, he has his name there as Barry Soetoro, which we know that was his actual name when he was in school in Indonesia. His name was not Barack Obama Hussein. It was Barack Hussein Obama, whatever his name is. It was Barry Soetoro, because he mostly grew up in Indonesia and then Hawaii. He was not raised in the U.S. like a typical Black American in the U.S. But let's continue. It then says the lady who created a high rep died unexpectedly as she started admitting to it, forgot her name. So I was trying to figure this out. And I forgot to add this on here. Look, it says foreign student. I'm sorry, that was the main thing as well. Barry Soetoro, Columbia University, it says that he is a foreign student. Now, I don't have anything that verifies that this is the actual document. If this is the actual thing, you guys can let me know if this is his actual student ID. But let's go into it. So when I saw that this lady who created high rep, I wasn't understanding it. So let's go into it. I remember seeing that video of her being drowned by the person in the scuba gear. If you're FBI, CIA agent sitting next to me in a plane, you must first identify yourself.
This is about the chef.
Okay, this is just.
This is about the chef. That's what
and that she was the only one to die on a plane crash. So I'm thinking, is it the woman who actually created that she died? It says Candace Owens talked about it in one of her podcasts. Now, I know Candace did talk about it, so I'm going to revisit that and do commentary on that video. But there was a plane that crashed, and she is the one who ended up dying, the only person Her name is okay. So now it says her name is Loretta Fuddy, and everyone survived but her. Witness testimony said a scuba team showed up, saved everyone else, but they saw her go underwater and never came up. Trump posted about it on Twitter before he was president. Wow. Sheriff Arpaio came out with this years ago. He did press conferences on what they found. It was just laughed at by most people, even though the evidence was put right under their noses. What is going on? Now, I want to show you guys a video that I came across as well. And before I show that video, this is what Candace Owens showed on her channel. I did see a snippet of one time of one of her podcasts. But in a book that from 1991, when before Barack Obama was, anything big in politics, he had a book published, and his book publisher, this is what it says: Barack Obama, the first African American president of the Harvard Law Review, was born in Kenya and raised in Indonesia and Hawaii.
Yeah.
So this is from the actual book. This was the actual press that they put out for that book, that he was born in Kenya. Now, again, some of you guys are going to say you knew about this. This is like my first foray into digging into this type of thing, into going into his background.
Yeah, and as I said in her chat, I wasn't trying to put her down or Candace Owens. She's a very smart girl. So is Candace. Some of us knew about stuff, about like Barack Obama, his past, and Kamala Harris, and the scam about her past, and the Democrats really tried to reinvent their past, make it look different. Again, let's move on, dude.
And this. It's unbelievable, but it gets worse.
The White House is clearly, I would assume, hoping that this will be part of the president's legacy given his background.
Yeah, the fact that he's from Kenya and the fact that when he was elected, there were expectations on the African continent.
The White House is clearly, I would assume, hoping that this will be part of the president's legacy given his background.
Yeah, the fact that he's from Kenya and the fact that when he was elected, there were expectations on the African continent.
The fact that he is from Kenya, and this was on mainstream news, and a lot of these videos have been deleted, but people have been able to archive them. And before Twitter was bought by Elon Musk, people who posted these types of things would get kicked off of Twitter because it was considered, taboo, conspiracy theory. You're not even allowed to question something that is sitting right before your eyes. And it's not just others reporting it or saying these things, but Barack Obama himself, Barry Soetoro, says himself that he is from Kenya.
3 years ago, I visited Kenya as the first sitting American president to come from Kenya.
Bro.
3 years ago, I visited Kenya as the first sitting American president to come from Kenya.
He said that. He said that. He said that. Not somebody else. He said that.
If you look at his face, he realizes he shouldn't have said that he messed up saying it. Look at him. He's like, and then it's kind of like this awkwardness afterwards. That laugh, like, hopefully no one paid attention to this.
The whole world pays attention. He knew that.
We're living in the twilight zone.
He knew that. Melody, he knew that it's going to go everywhere. It's like at that point, it's like, so what the fuck? It's like, what the who? I'm in the office. They can't do shit they got my back.
More into
They're
this,
part- the
as
party
well
has my
as
back.
some other conspiracies that are just with a lot of evidence. This is just what I found just briefly looking on Twitter, and there are questions that need to be answered, and I'm surprised more hasn't been done to do it. Maybe there has been and I'm not aware of it, but this is absolutely insane that he's admitted being born in Kenya. The documents show that. And I think the biggest thing is that his birth certificate is completely fake. Why aren't more people questioning this? Why aren't more people saying anything? Now, again, I realize people aren't because of everyone that tried to speak out about it was shut down. But I feel as though now we are living in a new day and age. The Obama era and Obama can do no wrong is over with. And it's time for things like this to be questioned again.
up.
The foolishness continues. Guys, make sure you check out Real Mel.
I mean, this is the thing, like I said, and I commented on here. It was highlighted. I don't know if it is still there. I don't see it, but it was. It was, but it was highlighted. Oh, she highlighted a different one. Okay. Mine was highlighted. Though. His mom was his yeah. The thing is, okay. She's highlighting different ones at a time. His mom was, therefore he is citizen. That's the fact. You come to this country and you have a parent that was here first, then you're naturally a citizen. And stuff. That's what it works. So, I mean, you know, unless there's evidence to the contrary, you know, it doesn't really matter now. I mean, everyone's gonna have their opinions on everything, and it's like all we could do is pretty much just move on forward. I mean, people want to attack, you know, what was done, you know, over a decade ago and 14 years ago, 18 years ago. Then whatever. Anyways, give me your thoughts. Take care and have a good day, night, morning, night, wherever you are.